jokingly say that the houses pick their owners, not vice versa. Because there seems to be a trend of a certain type of individual that lives in each house. And I think that was also a problem with Compton Heights, which was basically settled by Germans. The Germans weren't that welcome in the Central West End. Many of them did still speak German, and those who spoke English did it with a guttural accent. And they sort of made their money with their hands, and that wasn't as acceptable to the folks in the Westmoreland and Portland Place. They're houses that have sadness, one after another, family breakups or suicides or untimely deaths, sort of like the Limp story. Stockstrom's had genes for success, so I guess that's been true of my family. The Stockstroms loved to entertain and were a very close family. Obviously, the Sunday dinners were very important. That's true of our family. In 1978, when we became a historic district, one of the things I realized is how houses in Compton Heights don't turn over that often. Our newest neighbor was behind us, had been there since 1959. The oldest neighbor had been there since 1895. The average was more than 40 years of the 6 properties that join us. The houses sort of capture you, and a lot of them were second generation owners, as the house next door was, as the house across the street was. It's pretty hard to find a house that's equal. So I was about 2 when my folks bought the house. The house was built in 1903 and finished in 1904. It was built by Louis and Bertha Stockstrom. They were in the stove making business. The Magic Chef Stove Company was their company. They had 3 children when they built the house. The oldest, Eleanor, was about 12 when they built this house. She turned out to be a world-renowned interior decorator and lived in New York City family and was very well known. How close-knit it was. It was mandatory to come for dinner every Sunday. And you didn't not miss that. And there was ample food and drink. It was the highlight of the week as far as the Stockstroms were concerned.
What are your favorite pieces?
Oh, I think the external architecture is fascinating. It's actually a subject of a Washington University PhD thesis in architecture. I think you have to think not twice, but 3 or 4 or 5 times before you change something. Often people, and you'll see that throughout the neighborhood, they'll buy a house and they got to put what's currently popular in, and often that winds up what I consider boogering a house. Because I think these houses are such precious gems that they should be kept as original as possible.